lie to you. You need someone. He needs someone who is in Nigeria, who as things happen, he it takes action. It takes action. If they say something, that stuff is somewhere. Oh, they go. As a matter of fact, you see what you were talking about getting an investigator or private investigator to investigate that that's the what's it called, the autopsy, the result. They should have been the ones that would have come out that we need to do this now. Please, public, we need to do this. We need fund. Please, this is what we need to do. This. They should state it. Let you guys. It may not be public. It may not be. I understand sometimes that they may not want some things to be known, but at least they know key people that they can talk to. That's what we want. They can talk to you, Paparano. They can talk to Lady Harris. They can talk to the people that they know that can. They just need fund. Fund is what they need. They let them know, and they go for it. When immediately they get the stuff, put it out. See, CN and what someone has said, and leader has said it seriously. We need international. This thing has to be. We need to give it more international push. CNN, Al Jazeera. You see, that was what Kemi Oluloyo said, Dr. Kemi Oluloyo, because she knows that these people need. Is when you shout on them, when you expose them. Let me put it like that way. When they see that, this is now, so probably, perhaps, because they are very, very reckless, perhaps they can answer and say, let this guy get justice because he deserves it. Regardless, Uzox is God. But if it is actually the person that is saying that is involved, that is actually involved in this case, I won't lie to you, Paparano, you have been talking about action, and I've been listening to you all of this one. They need to be very aggressive. You have to be aggressive about getting justice. You have to be aggressive about it's not about prayer, to be honest. I'm not saying that people should not pray. But the truth is, you cannot say that, God, please help me. You're in Nigeria. God, tomorrow, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but I know you do miracles. Tomorrow, I want to find myself in United States. Whereas you have not applied for visa, you have not put in an application, you have not done nothing, you don't even have money to go. So such prayers are just I don't understand. I wouldn't understand that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm actually in support of so many things that you've advocated for, and what Madam Mary said. To be honest, you see Punch to further give credence to Iron Lady. Punch is a credible, is one of the leading national papers in there. So if Punch takes a story, if they published a story, to be honest, you can rest assured that story is actually. But if they want to say that story is not correct, Punch is the one that published it. If you take such a story to CNN, if it won't even fly, if they won't accept it, if it's something that is going to implicate them, or if it's something that they feel, oh no, we don't, they will let the person who has gone to them to approach them, they will let the person know that, look, we won't be able to do this because of this, because of this. So they will explain to the person. But the truth is, it's going to fly that way, because in that case, by the time Al Jazeera starts talking about it, by the time CNN starts talking about it, by the time BBC starts talking about it, then they will now be the one. No, if they are saying that it's not true, they should come and prove it. Because every person, even by now, anyone who is even whose assimilation is slow, knows that they never took anything anywhere. These people were not interested in digging anything with regards to that case. They were not interested in carrying out any investigation. The police may want to do investigation. They may be willing to want to carry out investigation. But what can the police do? Who is their boss? Who is their boss? The president is their boss. Even Alagbon has it is. If you see what is going on, if you did see the hierarchy, the whole thing, the out games play in that place, you will be surprised, bro. So that's the truth. So their boss, okay, just like I'll tell you something now, bro. If any case is going on in if any case is with is in a court, is in a judge's court, is with is a judge. If Lagos State Governor or Minister of Justice, if they have interest in that case, or if the person who is involved, they have done a deal with the person, or the person is connected, highly connected with them, all they just need to say is just for the governor to give a call. What, not even the governor, it's just for the, what's it called? What they call them? The what's it called? This the person that heads Minister of Justice. I can't remember the name now. It's just for him to call the judge, because who put the judges there? He put the judges there. They put the judges there. They will just give the judge a phone call. Look, I don't want to mention one judge name, but the case, a case was a civil, because this matter before it went for criminal, because we had to do a lot of investigation before we knew that it's actually a criminal matter. It was a civil, and in the civil, this judge in High Court of
Jackson.
Yeah.
Before you continue, let me just cut you short a little, then you continue.
Okay.
I have to be sincere with you. We have been in human rights activism for about 15, 20 years back. You understand? And we got the deal. Immediately this case happened, you understand? Yeah. I can say everything that you have said here were proposals that we have tabled before the team, or probably the family representative.
Wow.
You talked about a political lawyer. You talk about a rugged lawyer. You talk about an investigative, a critical investigation. I can guarantee you that everything that you have spoken today, there is none of them that we have not tabled on ground as a proposal, and none of them flies. That is the bitter burden we have right now. You made mention of, you said something now that I just picked, and what did you say? You said if it is the lawyer that is handling this case now is the one we want to use. What did you say again about it?
I can't even remember, to be honest.
Yeah, you said if it is the lawyer that is handling. I'm not saying this lawyer is not good though. I'm not being sentimental. You understand? But I'm just referring to your statement that you said if it is the lawyer that is handling this case now is the lawyer we are relying on. You are very sorry. Look, we have presented a more rugged and more political lawyer. It was not accepted.
Wow.
Yeah, it was not accepted. Most of the things that you have mentioned today, there is none of them that we have not dragged since last year November. But probably maybe the people that are involved in this case, they felt it is a childish case, it is a baby case, and they felt they can just run through it. Are you getting what I'm saying? And that is the reason why we are still in the same position we are up to today. I'm very happy that you came up today to come and talk. I have to be sincere with you.
Thank you, boss. Yeah. So to be honest, if you had proposed this, if you had proposed all of this, and they were not taken serious, or they were not followed, then there's still time. I believe, because one thing I know for certain is that Mohbad's dad truly wants justice. He truly wants justice, and yeah, I know that for a fact that he truly wants justice. You see, this case. Let me tell you. Let me say something again. You see, this case is very simple. This case is very simple. Look, it can only be justice for Mohbad, because who has lost life? Who has lost his life? Somebody has lost his life, and that's Mohbad. So it can't be justice for any other person. He is not here to speak for himself. So that's why the people are rising up. That's why the people rose up for him, because he's no longer here. So it can only be justice for him. So the truth is this: Baba really needs to probably sit down again and rethink everything through and try to correct things now. Things can still be corrected now because these people are making mistakes. They keep making mistakes because that's what happens. And let me tell you, whatever, because sometimes I feel really bad when I see people on Paparano's platform, you know, fighting. I mean, fighting. Everyone fighting, and that is because that is exactly what these people want. Where they want us is where we are. They want you to be weary. They want you to be tired. They want you to be frustrated. They want you to give up and say, "Come on, am I this guy's am I his mother or am I his father? Come on, I can't kill myself. I've got my own life to live." That is what they want, but it's not working for them. They're gonna be making mistakes. They will be making mistakes because when you are on the path of injustice, you're gonna be making mistakes. But the mistakes that they're making, they may not be obvious or they may not be they may be salient. So they may not be what anyhow person can just will understand or will unravel. So that's why it needs to work with people that truly want what he wants. So and I would tell him something. If I would advise him, look, it is better for him to actually get an independent person as is whether PA or the team or something, get independent people that are not related to you by blood, but people that probably you tell other people. Some people would have actually they would have done their own work about the pedigree of those people, about their own where they're coming from, their own background. If there are people if there are people that if they're honest people, do you get? So once you can get those kind of people, those are the kind of people you need. I mean, it shouldn't be anyone that you won't pay. It should be someone that it's something that a service that you are paying for. You are paying for it, and the person is a credible person, and because of the person's pedigree, the person will give you good job more than family. Look, don't mix. There's a saying: don't mix family with business. This is don't mix family with business. But I'm not saying this is business. But don't mix family with this. If you mix family with this kind of a thing, because at the end of the day, if the family person, maybe your cousin or your brother, if he lets you down, you cannot take the person to court or you cannot even do anything. He's just gonna go to Oliri Ebi or whatever to say, "Oh, come, Jehovah me be, let me apologize." That's what the person is gonna do. At the end of the day, you're just gonna keep silent. But if it is someone you are paying for the person's service, someone that is an independent person, let it be independent. So that let the person even mess up. The public, the people, they will lash on the person, and the person is gonna even pay for it because you have paid for the service. So. And of course, we need to understand where those people are coming from before they can be members of the team. So to me, with all due respect to the guy, Mr. Muiwa, and other people that are involved, for as long as they are Baba's family, those are not the kind of people. This is not a family business. This is not a family matter. This is a criminal matter that you are even dealing with the state. You're up against the state. That's the truth. Because I heard yesterday, there was a girl, I can't remember, came on this platform yesterday, and there was banter and stuff like that. And she did mention, I didn't hear, but someone actually said that, can you imagine that she said that even Tinubu cannot do anything to women? I'm not saying that the woman in question, I'm not saying she's done anything anyway. But what I'm saying is, for her to even say that, that means she's privy to some information in the background. You see, it baffles me when some people will start saying that if the people that are fighting for the justice, if they talk, they are saying that you'll picked up. Your petition is coming, is on the way. Stop. That is to say, they know the backup that they have. They know that they have the government on their side. And they know, to them, they think the person is not gonna, they are not going down. No, even if the person is the person that has done it. It shouldn't be about that. A life is lost. A life was lost. Somebody was taken, somebody was killed. So it has to be taken seriously. So Baba Mohbad needs to understand that, to be honest, if all of that has been presented to him at the initial stage and it didn't eat those things, then the time is now. He has to do the right thing now. If truly he wants that justice, he want to get that justice. I know he wants justice. There's something for you to be desirous of something. There's something for you to really want something. If that is the only thing he wants and he does not want any other thing, you have to forget about family. You have to tell family to even, because even your own, Baba Mohbad should understand, if your own children, your own wife, if they can actually, on this case, if they can actually say, take another side against you, as opposed to being together with you, take your side, he should have understood that what he's fighting against some powers that are beyond his own understanding, because he has never even had anything criminal case before. So he does not even know how to go about it. His own is to tell the experts, the SMEs, that look, this is what I want. Justice is what I want. How can I get it? I want you to do everything possible for me to get it. I don't know what the police, what they are up to. I don't know what the Lagos State is up to. I don't know what the government is up to. But I have given you this case, and I want you to go all the way out to get me this justice. So those are the kind of people you need. It needs those kind of people, not the kind of people that will be like that will just sit somewhere and you think you can just make calls, or you think you can or things just happen because you have given it to a lawyer. When you give something to a lawyer, whether it's a son, whether it's the most senior advocate in Nigeria, you still have, in Nigeria, I don't know about any other place. Anyway, let me say in Lagos, because I have experienced everything in Lagos. So you have to be up and do. You have to be on the lawyer self. You have to be on him. You can't leave him. You can't just say because you have paid 5 million, you paid 10 million or 20 million naira, and so he has to do your job. The case is gonna be messed up, to be honest. So they have to be working with the lawyers involved. And the lawyers need to be radical. Let me share one experience with you. I was in one court a day, in a civil case, and before they called my case, there was this young lawyer. This judge, apparently, that case was a sensitive case. So apparently, this judge was trying to shut this lawyer up. He was trying to shut him up. We didn't want him to make a point that he wanted to make. But believe you me, because this lawyer is a radical lawyer, he went ahead. He made the point. Because he knows his boundaries. Anyway, lawyers, they know. So he knows his limits. But within his limits, within his boundaries, he made his point, to the point that the judge had to start lashing out on the other lawyer, who is a senior lawyer. Lash out on him so bad, like he talked to him like it was a baby, like he doesn't even know what he was doing. And mind you, let me tell you, I will say one thing again. I'll say one thing again. You see, apart from the case I had the opportunity to actually spend a lot of time in courts in Lagos. A lot of time. So I've been in a lot of judges' courts. I just don't want to mention names right now. All the judges, retired, have been, yeah. So these judges are human beings. And these judges were appointed by Lagos State, by the what they call this person that heads Ministry of Justice. I can't remember right now. Is the one that heads the Ministry of Justice itself. If I remember now, I will say. So they're appointed.
Attorney General,
God bless you. Just the same way, you see, look at this case now. Attorney General of Lagos State. By extension, Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, and Tinubu is sitting right there on the presidency. So he whatever his own attorney general too, that's the attorney general of different. Whatever he says to any judge or justice or be it Supreme Court judge or whatever, whatever he says to them, believe me today, they will do it. If he does not want, maybe if that government now leaves, or maybe if an opposition party or whatever comes in later, the person might reopen the case and say, "Oh, reopen that case because I want to make sure that this because the rivals of something." So the person can still, maybe that person will now bring the people justice. But for as long as that person, so that they will still be calling the shot, they will still be telling them, "No, that case has to die." They will create natural way for it to die. They will just create the natural ways. That's what they do. The judges, they know how to walk around the case, and then the case will be over. But let us all open our eyes very, very widely. Immediately, DPP, if DPP has taken over that case, please, if Baba Mohbad, I don't know what he wants to do. That case has to go back to the police. Let the police do the case. This case can be done by Alagbon. It's not like it can be done within. It doesn't have to be done within. You can't restrict the case. It can be done. Let the police do the case. Let nobody stand in the way of. Then let Baba Mohbad's team be going to the Alagbon or wherever the case will now be, and be monitoring the case up and down. Let them call the people that are supposed to call. Let them go and do the forensic, which they ought to have done initially. That alone has told everyone that they didn't want to do anything with this case because they didn't want to dig what should not be dug. To them, they don't want to. It's the person. I don't know whoever the person is right now. To be honest, I won't lie to you. All I know is that the way this whole thing has played out, no, they don't want that case to survive, and they are trying to do everything to kill it. So the only way out is to make as much as we can, loud noise. These people, as many people have said here, CNN, Al Jazeera, because Dr. Kemi Loyo has experienced that system. She has personally, if you have not experienced that system itself directly, like you having a criminal case, honestly, somebody, like what I'm telling you now, I didn't want to come before. If I had come long ago to say it, I'm telling you, a lot of people here will tell me, no, what this guy's saying, let's not listen to this one. Because there are some things, because they are not normal things. They are not normal. Normal person who is normal, who is scientific, who is reasoning scientifically, who has scientific way of reasoning, you will say that they should not, it won't be possible because everybody should respect the rule of law. But these people don't respect nothing. Don't respect nothing. So he needs to know, to be honest, he needs to revisit all of this thing that you have highlighted, you've enumerated, that you've given, you've listed, and you've presented, you proposed to them. That is how they need to work. And it needs to drop all of this, this team because this team, the way they're working, their own MO, the modus operandi is giving concerned citizens headache, is getting people frustrated. How will I put it now? It's just giving people unnecessary headache. Like the headache that people should not have. Normal, proper investigation. Call these people. Call the people that are involved, the people that are in the house, the people that are involved. Call them. Question them. Let them write separately. Let them add this, what they say. Let them write statements. I don't know if Baba has written. I don't know, because all of this corona thing, they don't want the case to go for trial, to go even see court. If Baba can actually, if Baba is the only one that can do that. If you can write to if it's possible anyway, I'm just saying, if you can write to the coroner, whoever that has it to them, if you can write again and tell them what you have done in my matter is okay, Thank you very much. I really appreciate your effort. Write a petition to Alagbon or wherever you can write. Write a petition. You now petition because you feel your son has been killed. Yeah, write a petition. And then let them start monitoring the petition. Let the police do this case. Let no DPP come in. Once they come in, it's a natural death. Anybody who knows will know that he's gonna be dead on arrival. Paparano. Iron Lady?
Yes, hello.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wanted to be sure that
Hello.
I'm still with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So Paparano, another thing I actually want to say is, you see all of this story, I was just listening to all this thing, and I'm just like, oh my God, what kind of a country is this? You see all of this thing that they're saying about the body, see the story they came up with. Because the pathologist, because the body has decayed. What are they saying? Have they forgotten that the people that the public, the people that are now concerned about this case, most of them live abroad, not only Nigerians. Crime. There are TV stations where that all they do on daily basis is different crimes that have happened all around the world. That is what they do, and you see how the investigators will walk through the whole process. You will see how the family of someone that has been killed, you will see how aggressive they are about their own case. They will even be doing their own investigation by themselves somewhere, even after having hired private investigators. They will still be doing their own thing. Some of them will even leave their job. They will stop working, because when justice is not something that just comes anyhow, to be honest. And you know what? You will hear cases that are like 50 years, 30 years. Because when cases go cold, then there will come a time that someone may be interested in the case, or there may be one, there could be technology, advancement or something. And then one person will be interested in the case again, and then reopen the case. And then they will go and what do you call it now? Then they will go to where the disease was buried, and they will can somebody lend me that word? They will I don't want to use exhumed. God bless you. So they will exhume the body. They will exhume the body, the bones. Through that alone, they will know the cause of the death of that person. They will know. So if Nigerian government, if they don't have, if they feel that Nigeria as big as it is, they can't do that. They don't have the technical, the know-how, the wherewithal to do that kind of investigation. Then they should allow probably they should bring in those that can do it, from whether abroad or internet experts that can do it. But the truth is this. What iron ladies, what's it called? Suspicion. That's right. These people never did nothing. They never conducted nothing. They just feel like, we just don't worry, leave them. They just tell them that in 10 weeks, okay, tell the Berekete. You see that the person that even told the Berekete, the commissioner, could not say immediately, could not answer. If it is an information that is privy to, immediately he will say, like he had to call back again or whatever to tell them, like he's taking out, and then 10 weeks or something. They have to give that, because they know that within that, they were thinking that, all of us would have forgotten. Everyone would have been tired. You'd have lost all your energy, and you'd have moved on with your own life and say, oh, yeah, enough is enough. I've done enough. So, but the fact that the people are still resistant, are still like, no, we are not backing off, is giving them serious headache. Serious headache. And I'm telling you, if Baba Mohbad, if the right thing can be, if you can start doing the right thing, if I can start taking the right step in the right direction now, I'm telling you, these people are more than confused. The position that they have put themselves, there is no way out for them. That's the truth. Because all what everyone is interested in is not in bringing, it's not in sending anybody to prison anyhow, whatever. No, it's just giving Mohbad justice. Whoever that has been involved in his death, whether it's a group of people or someone, and then has got how will I put it, like whatever it is, just give this guy, do the right thing. Investigate this case in the proper way that it should have been done, and let the case go for trial. The way they're doing this thing, if Baba Mohbad, he needs to wake up now, because you see this thing that they're doing. I tell you something, because I was just looking, because courts we go for vacation. I think the courts normally go for vacation in I'm not sure if it's July or June. I don't know. They go on vacation, and then they're gonna come back maybe around, like, I don't know if it is November or thereabouts. So they will now start adjourn. They will start adjourning, and in no time, another June will come next year, and you will see that you are still doing the same thing, and they will go for vacation again for like 3 months or 4 months. I'm not sure, but they go for like maybe 2 months or thereabout. So when they go again, they come back, and another thing the strategy they will use, which they have been using now, they've been using it, is saying that the court, you just see that you get to court will not sit, because there's an order. The judge has not been told, don't sit. Come up with something. And then they can give long adjournment. Giving long adjournment in just to even preliminary stage, not even the main issue, which is charge these people, charge whoever that is involved. So that's how I feel, Parano.
Let me say thank you. 1 minute. I was just doing some stuff here. Thank you very much. I don't know. Just 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Yes. So this case has so many aspects of it. It has so many aspects of it. At the same time, we can learn from it, and at the same time, we can also teach how to catch criminals. So all of these guys, they don't come around with another plan again. Some other times, So that's the thing. Crimes committed, especially in this state, there's this thing that I'm gonna do it. Nobody can do anything. That kind of a mindset that I know everywhere. In the word of Samilare, all stations settle. So when all stations are settled and everybody have spent, in fact, some of them they have finished spending their money, all the money that they receive for Mohbad, to give him justice. Some of them have used the money to buy something already. Some of them are already thinking about. They have moved on. They have moved on. It's still we that are holding it strong that no, this guy needs justice. They might have even be planning to get someone else down. All these crazy guys, our brothers, only we have to just see that we keep going this way. This is the only way that we can teach them a lesson. Anybody you kill, you kill, the whole public is gonna wake up against you, and you're gonna think about it. If you want it, if you want this crowd coming for you, I don't think Obalegushi wasn't happy when everybody went at him. He wasn't happy. In fact, we had to, from this platform, tell him to do some certain things to respond to all of these accusations, and he did. But even at that, uh, his personal assistant came to my WhatsApp saying all sort of things, and we had some exchange, the heated one, and everybody went their ways. Are you speaking?
No, I'm listening to you.
I don't want to say much because I'm currently on the bed. I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
So unless maybe I don't know, maybe you want to say one or two things. You did investigation in Nigeria, or you had a course?
Oh, so I didn't get that.
Did you were you working like in any investigation department in Nigeria?
No, at all.
Okay.
At all.
You just follow cases and had experience and stuff like that.
Yeah, yes. I just wanted to know some things about how the system is and
Do you think that any state in Nigeria can deliver justice on a high profile case?
Anyway.
Do you think any state in Nigeria can deliver justice on a very high profile case? When I say high profile case,
I wouldn't rule out
people and the richest politicians, connected politicians in the state.
Yeah, I won't rule out that the possibility. You know why? Is because some people, people. The thing is this. Some people, no matter how, even though they are still, even though they're corrupt, they know that they're corrupt. They of course, they would do things to always suppress justice and stuff. But when something becomes something that is very sensationalized, that has become public, that is now in the eye of the public, some people that still have some modicum of sanity in them, they will say, oh, at this point we have to let it go, which is what normal, what is just normal. Because when the people are now involved, do you want to be against the people? You can't be against your people, the people that you claim that you're ruling. So they know everything. Everything is in the know already. Everything is outside. There's nothing you're covering already. Again, it is only when you can things that you can cover. For instance, now if you say, oh, you want to find out about anything that went down, or any family's fire or whatever. I'm just saying, with the Lagos State government now, you will never get it. If you think you want to go to anywhere to get the things that they have done, the debt on them, you will never get, because they sit on it very tightly. But we are talking about this one that is in the eye of the public. Anyone, no matter how crazy, how corrupt you are, how insane you are, you're still going to have some level of sanity at that point, and say to yourself, this thing has to happen. This thing has to happen. And you let it go. Whoever that is involved, you allow them to face whatever it is that they've done. So I'm not going to say that I'm not going to rule out that possibility. But if that question you had asked me is Lagos, then I will tell you for a fact that or if the question you have asked me now, if it's a state that the president or the presidency, they've got interest in the case. If they've got interest in the case, it's going to be very tough. It's not like justice. It's not like the person cannot get justice. That's why one has to be aggressive about it. This Mohbad case, Paparano, justice can be attained. It can be achieved. To be honest, it's going to be achieved, because at the end, if the right thing is being done, that's the thing. Because by the time they start CNN, Al Jazeera BBC.
Do you understand the question that I asked?
Oh, okay.
You know, we have to understand something. And it's so terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, for example, let me name some names. In the death of Mubad, there are some names that some of them came to help, some of them may be complicit, but these are names mentioned so far.
Mm.
Like we have Davido, we have Obale Gushi, Naramari Samilari. Okay. Those are some few people that we can relate to, like when it comes to like when Mobile died, people that assisted or people whose name probably was called libel and all of these things were done against. So now, do you think you see, are you saying that even when some names are mentioned, let's say for example Bini, where state are you from?
So is it possible I don't disclose already for
Yeah.
personal reason?
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's say for example in Benin right now.
Yeah.
Okay, Benin they worship their king a lot.
Okay.
Okay, so there's something that concerns the king of Benin. You will not you will not have any politician to want to meddle because they understand that there's always a kind of a connection. How they got into power, that the Oba must have helped them in
Yeah.
one way or the other, or in fact they respect him as an icon or as a god or as a spirit or however that they see him. So for me, I think when it comes to nepotism, man no man, it's still a big role. It's still a big thing that plays in the Nigerian criminal justice system.
Yeah.
How can we counter these things? It's there staring at us glaring, but how do we counter these things? These are always areas of my thought solutions. And when it comes to, jurisdiction, I personally believe that there is nowhere that these crimes cannot happen in Nigeria. There is no way that cannot happen. For example, in the regime of President Muhammadu Buhari, we know how many people died in the hands of herdsmen. How did the president approach that case? You see?
Mm.
Now, the same thing during the Jonathan regime, the Boko Haram killings and all of these things were just too much. How many of them were arrested, prosecuted? What are the, even if those guys are killing people in front of police, they know where they are targeting, they know what they were doing. So how do you get justice for those ones that are killed? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead, they later had to send those Boko Haram to rehabilitation center to go and study. For them to go and study so that they can become relevant in the society. Can you imagine using the opportunity to take most of those people that were even, that they call that they are sponsoring with the state money? They might not even have anything to do with Boko Haram. They might just be helpless people. So that's the thing. Injustice can happen
Yeah.
in any part of a crime can happen in any part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
But the approach is what makes the difference.
Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree. It's just like it's just that it may be more pronounced in some, I don't know, in some states more than some other states. It's possible. I don't know. I actually have no idea, to be honest. But all I know is if injustice is left if it is left unchecked, right, then it's gonna continue. The perpetrators will we even go full fledged because once one has not been checked, then another one is going to come because the people who has done that, they who have done that, it's like how would I put it? Because there's no detriment, there's nothing to deter them, there's nothing to that will tell them the next time. Just as what you always say here too, you always say that if you get this, like getting this justice for Mubad, will make them to know that you don't kill people. You can't just take someone else's life. So that's the good thing about this. That's the good thing about this. And this one is a very it's a good. Mubad's spirit is very strong, and this case is it's moving well. To be honest, what I mean is good as it is. But the truth is something some people need, some actors, they need to play, they need to understand their role and sit tight and revise their strategy, or probably come up with a different strategy entirely, so that this justice can be achieved, because it is achievable. To be honest, that's the truth. Because by the time this whole thing goes, by the time this case,
Are you saying any of those names mentioned, if they have a hand that they can go down, are you saying that they can be sentenced to death by hanging if they have the hand? You see all of those names I called, right? Do you think it's too big, or it's gonna be it's gonna go down? If need be?
Paparano, the truth is this: never say never. Like, you will never know something if you don't try it. If you
You
don't,
never,
do you know? Never. There's always a first time. If, like, as you have rightly said before, you've said it over. Even this guy said it. Moba said that. I'm just using that one now. Like, the saying that if you've been doing something and you've been getting away with it, there's always one that you will do that's gonna hook you so badly that you won't be able to, get out of it, and that will be your last. That'll be one we not know if you don't put in your own effort first. I mean, putting in effort is doing what we are supposed to do to get the justice, do the right thing to get the justice, and then see. As a matter of fact, if at the end of the day, if Baba Mubad how will I put it, like, put himself on the right track now, and then, because I know people like you, Paparano, Lady, so many people, they want to help him. So, and so many other people, they want to help him. So it's how will I put it? We can still achieve. This thing is achievable. We're gonna achieve it. But if you never do it, because some people, let me tell you, Paparano, do you know how many people? It's because Mubad is a star. Mubad is an artist, and a lot of people love him. And not only that, his story is actually like his story is really is touching. Do you get? So that's the reason why his own case is going like this, and his spirit is very strong as well too. So imagine, do you know how many? You'll be surprised if you make an announcement, say, in that Lagos, I'm just saying, in that Lagos, let me not say Nigeria generally, that people that such injustice have been done to, that someone has killed your son or daughter or something, and then some powers, they sat on the case, and they tell you to shut up, and they had to shut up. You'll be surprised how the kind of number you get. Because they've been, it's big thing that they do it every time. It happens every time. They get away with it. So that's why they're thinking this one too, they're gonna get away with it. That is just, it's in the Nigerians. They're just gonna, by the time they just shout and they just shout for a while, their steam, they're gonna lose their steam in no time. So they think it's business as usual. But the people are doing the right thing now. Everyone is doing the right thing now. But the main actor needs to help everyone in order for the efforts of the people that are supporting the public, that are supporting him, that are that have even been there is because of the public that this case has even come to light. It's because of the public. So if we need, is needed. That main actor is needed, because if he doesn't lay his cards right, if he doesn't get his maths right, then everybody is gonna get we're gonna arrive at wrong answer, wrong result. Let me put it like that, or we won't get the desired result. So he needs to listen now. He needs to listen to, seriously, most of the things they've been saying, most of the things
Everyone, what's your stand? Do you agree?
General is saying.
Everyone. Queen B, what's your stand?
Sorry, on what position?
On the stand of the legal team, the structure, and all of these things to get justice.
Okay, I've been on the same path as you, whereby I feel like they're not proactive. There's been so many leads given to them from this your platform, and they're constantly lagging behind. And either they're seeing what we're saying and they're ignoring them, or they just can't be bothered. But at every point, everything that was said on this platform comes to pass. Just like the call out for the private autopsy. I remember since January, February, and look at where we are today. Like I've been saying, I feel like they are caught up between their allegiance to culture, their allegiance to the kingdom. I think that's a major factor in all of this. They're divided. They want to pay homage or loyalty to their kingdom, which is the Oba of the area, and not wanting to offend. And that's them being bound in culture and not seeing the need to get justice for Mohbad. Because for them it's okay, Mohbad is gone, he's gone, but they can preserve I don't know if it's their heritage, I don't know how to classify it, but I believe they're bound by their culture. And that is why they're dragging their feet to do what they need to do. So the pressure is coming from that angle. Otherwise, it's clear. Baba himself, I think at this point, he's dogged. He really doesn't care at this point. But there are people around him that are weighing him down. And, and until he shakes these people off, it's going to be an uphill battle. So the legal team so far, I think since Shitu came up, we have seen some little progress. And then also the previous ones, until we read the CTC, we didn't really understand how much work they have put in. But the point is, like we've been saying, there is no feedback. They're not carrying us along. They're not communicating with us. So everything we're hearing is after the fact, rather than, keeping us on, toe to toe so that we know what's going on. So, well, going forward now, I hope they've learned their lessons. I know that Mr. Muiwa was on your show yesterday, but I had guests, so I couldn't really tune in to get much of what was being said. Just one moment, please. Sorry, I had to inform my family I'm on live. Anyway, so yeah. So hopefully going forward now, we can see that there are big wigs involved. That's the government, and then the powers that be. So we just have to re-strategize and see, how we can meet them head to head, because that's the only way. We have to meet them head to head. We know we're still waiting on Brekatel because he's been quiet. We're waiting. So let's just see what happens going forward. For Muiwa to come up yesterday to speak to you directly, which means that maybe he's finally seeing that we are relevant. They can't shove us aside because without them, they can't have come this far. Without us, they couldn't have come this far. And that's the truth. The public has pushed this case this far because the family can't go on, can't do this alone. And then there's so many talents, so many brilliant minds here. So why aren't they picking the brains? Why aren't they using these free resources? That's what I can't get. Not many people have the advantage of having groups of different talents, wanting to freely give of themselves. And these people are not taking advantage. So I don't get it.
Hi, everyone. This side might be a bit loud, but you know me as usual. I'm a short word guy besides mine. I'm gonna change my name very soon. Muyiwa must go. Muyiwa must go. We will limit the power of Baba and get our own public lawyer. But if they want to handle it as a family matter, then we let them do it their way. If Muyiwa is there to date and this news came out today that this is happening and Muyiwa is not aware, that means he's doing different things. He's doing something different. At this point, if Muyiwa cannot go and Baba will be limited to some things, then I think we're still gonna be in the same position. Okay? That's what I think will be the way forward. You see, if we pay someone to do the job and that person don't do the job by now, all we do is we come for him. But we can come for you. You consider the case like, oh, it's a family case. If you want to settle as family case, go to Ekiti and go to Ogun State and go and settle whatever you want to settle and let us rest. Let us go on. Let's do something else instead of every day, every time we'll be here talking about this same issue. And we come out and listen to your program every day, bro. We gotta change the strategy of approach to this case according to what Jesse has. You really say a lot of things today that it's really touching. So Muyiwa must go, Baba's powers must be limited, and the public will take charge of the case. If not, we're still gonna come back after 8 months to this same standing position. That'll be my summary for now.
A dog makes that sound.
No, I don't get class today.
It is shocking after the 10 weeks timeline for us to find out that the results were, would I call them fake, or the lab is denying carrying out test results, or more bad. I think the positive in all of this is the fact that this lab is in America, because the lab, if they compromise, would lose their license or have their license revoked. So that's the positive thing we have. So I think now it's to try and get lawyers who can get a court order to go around the HIPAA law so that we can actually get verification. Because at this point, them denying that they didn't do it could also be because they can't admit to doing it because of the HIPAA law. You see, so that's another thing, another angle that we need to look at, because them admitting that they did it is going against the HIPAA law. So to get proper confirmation, we need a court order to do that.
Good evening, everyone. I was on one platform this evening. I heard Muyiwa saying that they are the one that went to go and investigate the results, because Light On, Mrs. Light On, she was telling Muyiwa that when they want to go to the place in UK,
There is noise coming in, please. Fix the noise. Those kids, I mean, they're gonna risk my account, please. Yes. You see,
I think
saying it
hold
like
on now, Papariano.
since now they have
Before you,
claimed it. They have claimed it that they are the one that went to investigate.
please, Papariano, before you go ahead, I think especially our women, they should know TikTok etiquette. TikTok doesn't allow voice of our youth, babies.
Of teenagers, I mean,
TikTok
young,
doesn't,
yeah.
TikTok doesn't allow their pictures. Especially women, we should know this. And not just women, men too, because what's his name? Billion Bayo does it too. You know, you should not be talking some things that we talk about in front of your children. You know, it may annoy them, it may not.
Okay, anyway,
It may be
thank you.
teaching them.
On that, it's okay.
Yes,
Yeah, handle that.
thank you.
You see, anyway, I've not heard that from Muiwa directly. They said, but Lighton was here since where everybody was boiling. So now they have find a way. You see, they go to other platform and do those nonsense. Then they will go and spoil people's mind right now. Those ones will now come here now. They will come and be saying nonsense that it was a legal team who went to post that on Punch. Oh God, I don't know what to do with this legal team. I swear.
That's the thing. They're never proactive.
But
They're always reacting.
The same way I was asked.
they are always behind.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
this.
not true.
The same way I
Punch,
was asked.
if they
Nehi, come up and tell us who have the information, who was also there, that they said that they were the one that was responsible for this. Can you send requests? Can somebody send requests? Come and tell us about it so that me I can ask my question. Oh yeah, come up. Send the request, come up.
The thing is, Papariano, if they call a lab and say to a lab, do you have so and so specimen and blah, 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 the lab is going to say, I'm afraid we can't disclose that information. They're not just going to tell you yes or no, because then that's going against the HIPAA law. So how did they get that information?
Just wait now. We will sort out things, you know. With me, I'm always ready to fight with them. I don't want all these things. They do it elsewhere and get away with it. Yeah, we'll dig
Papariano. But yeah, when I left your page this afternoon, I went out. I just came back now seeing everything on social media. But I'm not going to talk about the show because I wasn't there. But you can see me speaking in parables for the past 3 days. The reason why I believed that it was what is it called? Legal team. Mr. Muiwa explained everything to me 3 days ago, how they went about it, everything. And seeing Punch today, I knew this morning it was from them. If you recollect all my comments this morning, you will know what I am talking about now. It told me everything. But the reason why they are not comfortable coming here to just discuss with us is what I don't understand. It's not that I'm not saying it shouldn't go to other platforms, but they should just make it equal and just let peace reign among all the oaths.
Don't they have PR? I thought the same about further pages functioning right now.
Yeah, that is what they said. That is what we discussed, and I was even expecting them to just put everything on that Mohbad's platform. But I believe 100% what happened this morning because he has explained everything to me 3 days ago, and there is no difference between what he told me 3 days ago. And I've been speaking in parables because he didn't send me out to come and tell anybody, so I don't have any cause to just come and say it outside. And what I see in this situation is maybe if you have any number that we can connect with Muiwa, you can work with this man. We don't have to, I don't know, but I'm tired. because
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
like all this
No,
division and
look at the thing here. Mm. Me, I don't want to work with Muyiwa. It's not about me, it's about the public. I want fairness for the public.
yeah, but this particular one they did this morning is because I've had it from his mouth himself. But he did not send me to come and tell the public. That is why I kept quiet. And seeing it this morning, I was so happy when I saw it because nothing was taken out of it and nothing was added.
Okay.
Everything, how they go about it, he told me everything, which I'm not going to say.
Wait. They say this news was posted yesterday night or whatever. I don't know. So now, are you saying that the Punch, because according to what we know, was that this information was investigated by Punch journalists who went to all these locations to investigate this? Was it Muyiwa that sent that Punch journalist there? Is that what I'm asking?
Papariano, I'm not going to say that on air, but he told me everything. That's what I'm saying. They didn't send me. I don't want anybody to just
So what did he
record
say
me
on
and
that
just post it
platform?
out there.
Somebody tell me what Muyiwa said in other platform about this publication. I want to know his take about this publication.
I was about to start listening to it when I came to your live now. I just saw it's on Facebook anyway.
Oh, he recorded on the. I mean, the record is done.
No. Somebody, Comfy, it's on Comfy's page on Facebook. I saw it there, and I want to start listening to
Is it
it
a
before
play?
joining this
If you
live.
have it, they play it. Let's hear.
Papariano.
Okay,
Let's hear. Yeah, let us hear
Papariano,
directly
please,
from
can I
him.
say something?
This is already on air. Yeah, go on.
Whatever
If it's on air, you play it.
Yeah. Let me just rewind
Yeah, play it.
it
Let's
because
hear.
I just.
la fi ṣe leader, Oríyọmí òun la fi ṣe leader.
No, the host was just talking to him
Òun ló
now.
jẹ́ kíjà yẹn easy fún wa láti jà because ẹ̀yin náà ní nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ro ẹni títí yín gbẹ tí pọ́blíkì tó bá fẹ́ kí 20 million pé nísinsìnyí débi jáde tí Bukky jáde tó gbà káǹtì lẹ̀ nígbà fẹ́ sanwó lọ́ọ̀yà bóyá lọ́ọ̀yà mẹ́jọ la fẹ́ gbà ní ìpè lọ́ọ̀yà mẹ́jọ 20 million tó bá fẹ́ kí 20 million pé láàrin one day mo jẹ́rìí àwọn pọ́blíkì tí mo ní wọ́n á ra lọ́ọ̀yà tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kọ́ ṣàtà private jet wọ́n á ṣe lẹ́yìn torí pé ó jẹ́ family ló máa ń dùn nǹkan yẹn kò jẹ́ kíkiní yẹn fast as bó ṣe yẹ kó wà ọ̀tọ̀ mí nìyẹn kẹjú public bá ẹ̀dùn ẹ̀yìn kan máa free ẹ̀yìn kan máa sunkún sí wa lọ́rùn
Can you forward it
nígbà
to?
ìgbàyà family Adégòkè wọ́n sunkún ni
I understand.
ṣe ṣó àwọn èkó ṣe ṣó.
Okay, let me just forward it.
That's the reason why
He's talking now.
why Baba is put out, let him talk more, and then whatever the legal team doesn't want us to reveal, we kept that. But whatever the public wants that will help this case, there's no restriction on any information anymore. Any to Obama.
20 minutes before you cut it.
That's what I'm about to say. That they cannot keep all the Agogowa. That's what I'm about to say. That any concrete information, please keep it to yourself. But the back thing where you're public also, so who me kí ni o lè ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ padà sí báyìí. Àyànfẹ́, please unmute. Okay. Only question so nítorí tó bá lọ béèrè question.
Okay, let me forward it. Okay.
Àwọn kan ṣì ní ìbẹ̀rù ọkàn, ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run lọ́kàn. Ọlọ́run á gbé wa débẹ̀, ẹ má jẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ too much.
Okay, let me just explain the bit that I had from the beginning. It's just like Mr. Muyiwa is just coming to what the public has been requesting for. But what I will say is he should just manage to just be equal among all the hosts, not going to one platform and not coming to one platform. If you want to release information and you don't want to be one-sided, let it be from Baba's platform, or they should open another platform for all public to be going to. So, because you know people, the way they interpret whatever you say on panelists is just something else these days, and I don't want any problem. But I just want love and unity between all of us. And the only way to unite all of us is just to be getting information from Baba's platform. So going to one platform, not coming to one platform, not be free with one platform. Maybe the grammar on Papariano is too much for them. That is why they are running away. Because I don't see anything that you are doing wrong here that they should be running away from. But they might not want to tell you that maybe they are free to speak Yoruba.
I think no, it's not about, he spoke Yoruba when he was here yesterday now. I mean, Yoruba Lofi so.
Okay. I wasn't here yesterday when he was here.
When he came here. I mean, and he watched our program, he understands that we also use Yoruba. You see, what I see is they like where they are pampered, that things are soft. Like when I even hear the name of the people in the panel, even, I mean, I don't want to put down anybody there. If that is how they want to fight, then we are trying to make this a tribe thing. We are trying to make it a Yoruba thing. And when we go that way, we will lose because government is dealing with us diplomatically. And when we go that Yoruba way, culture will come in. Aisha, proverb will come in. Where we are trying to bring English way, where we can apply the English law and we can have them on the Nigerian law, how things are supposed to be done, and remove all emotions and act for a tooth for a tat. But if they want to go in a tribal way, okay, believe me,
I don't think that's the case because somebody wrote it here that he was invited.
no,
Because
it's not about,
Papariano, let me.
it's not about whether he was invited. What we are saying, okay, we are saying, because what I see here right now is like I see him comfortably like discussing, answering questions and doing all of these things, okay, like rubbing mine. We want them, we are trying to build this group to be strong. I mean, it is very, very easy. Muyiwa, what are you representing? Baba Mohbad, what is he doing? The representative, the legal team, that is a lawyer. This man Muyiwa just wake up and does whatever he wants, and people don't care. And you guys are not observing. Is he the PRO? We don't know.
They care. Yeah, was it not what that host was telling him?
Was
Exactly
he
what you are doing here is what the host was telling him now.
Is he the PRO? No. In the first place, it's not. Okay. Now, they have a platform that even have more viewers, more than when he went there. True or false?
Of course.
If Bad want to give information, his platform, we have more viewers. I don't know what is wrong with them not wanting to do things the right way. What I see, right? I see inferiority complex, where somebody is doing what, like, they want to convince. Oh my God, there is noise on Jesus, right? I see lobbying. They are trying to be in your moral. They are trying to lobby to pack people join. Okay, in the sense that they know the right thing to do, but they need to go where people cry, where people use emotions to do things, and then establish things through there. They want to control the narrative. That's what I see. This is what Gurexi was doing before, where I was saying that they are not taking us anywhere. It's a tactic. It's an intelligent tactic. It's like a mission. It's a mission. I see.
Papariano. Just give me 1 minute, sir, please. Papariano, don't let us conclude on this issue today. Give them time and see what is going to happen in another 1 week. Please. We are all in this together. Because I know you are bitter and you want that justice. I understand. But at the same time, we need wisdom. It's just like the head of state. You have to be for everybody, not for some set of people. And you have to slow in anger.
Last night, okay, I spoke to him last night. The things that he said he will be doing, he didn't do those things. And that was the basis of our conversation. Okay, it's not that maybe I'm changing. No. I still stand on those things. I don't want to drag him. But provided that he does those things the right way, him coming here and begging, it's not, I told him right in front of him here, it's not about begging. It's about getting the right structure into place. We need a representative with him, Mohbad father, and the lawyers to be rubbing mind together. And he agreed to it. Aristo was everybody was here. Just for us to see that he went elsewhere doing things that he has agreed that they will not be doing. We don't know where we are. We don't know where we want to be.
May I?
And can I state what I heard when I stumbled on the page there?
All right,
So,
go on.
right, when you were talking here,
Can you tell us when was that? When was that, please?
while Jason was speaking, so normal you can flip and enter the next place. So
After he has left here, right?
no, I'm talking about today's post now.
That's after he has left here now. After he has left here now.
Did Muyiwa come here today? Did he come to your group today to talk?
I think yesterday or today. I don't know. Maybe this month.
It was yesterday, Pariano, because the first platform he went yesterday was on Mom Jokem platform.
Okay.
And then Pariano, the thing is, Muyiwa, I believe out of 100% on justice for Mohbad, 90% of justice for Mohbad go against this Muyiwa. She understand, because we don't like the way he's doing his things. She understand. And then when he come up yesterday, there was an issue on Mommy Jokem yesterday on the Mommy Jokem platform. So when Gracie was there, and then Gracie was the one told Mommy Jokem that Muyiwa wanted to come up. She understand. So the woman need to beg every one of us not to bash the man. She understand. And then when he come up, he explained things, and we also tell him what we do, what we need, the necessary things to do. She understand. And then after he left there, he came straight to your platform. Your platform was the second platform he came to yesterday. You understand? So maybe this one that they play now on Boda Lati platform, I don't know, maybe it was yesterday also or today. So I don't know.
I understand now. Anyway, yeah.
Let me explain how Punch works, please.
No, we don't want to go to Punch now. We are still.
No, the reason why I said that is because people were asking how did Muyiwa knows about Punch bringing out this information that they brought out today. And it is very important that people should know how Punch works. When Punch wants to release anything concerning a particular subject, Punch will ask the personality involved. Punch will have called Muyiwa or Baba Mohbad or Gurexi and ask them questions. Because after leaving the legal team of Punch, the writer will now call individual members, either opposing or supporting. And that is how I believe that Muyiwa knew that this story is coming out, either today or tomorrow. The Punch must have called somebody on that legal side, and Muyiwa must have had. So if anybody is asking, Muyiwa will not say that, may not say that, but that is how it works. If Punch wants to write anything about Papariano, because of legality involved, and they don't want to go to court or fighting, they will call Papariano and ask his side of the story. So they must have called somebody on this side, on Justice for Mohbad's side, either Baba Mohbad or so, and ask, this is what we have found. Do you have any, they may not write it that way. Do you have any thing to say about it? And they will now come to the conclusion how they will write it. That's what I want to know. Because it happened.
Sakuma, you don't understand what I'm saying here.
Papariano.
So we are asking.
Papariano, let me say what
No. It's not about. It's not about what he said. About Muyiwa. We are come. Let us try to iron something. What we are saying here is that this information that is posted on Punch, who sent that journalist to go and research it?
I believe it was Punch himself. Punch have, Punch go do their investigation. It is possible somebody wrote a petition. It is possible that the journalist do their investigation. I haven't read the paper myself.
That's what I'm trying to clarify. They say it was Baba's legal team that sent the journalists to go and research that.
Okay, so the journalists will check the legal team of Punch, and whatever they find, then they will call whoever wrote the petition to have their say. After having their say, they will now go to press. It has happened to me before. Thank you.
According to Moiwa, according to him, he said we should read down the message, about this punch of a thing. If you read that, you are going to see the name of that person that go through this complication is there. And Lagos State can never deny that. They cannot call.
Your background is not allowing you to speak. It's breaking.
I think
It's breaking. Your background is breaking.
our network is not stable.
I think I'm stable. Did you hear me now?
Okay.
Am I audible?
If I the
What I
name
was
of
trying to say is,
that we have here is
yeah,
Dayo Oyewo.
Dayo Oyewo.
Dayo,
According to me,
sociology graduate, covers city and crime on the Metro Desk. He is a resourceful, self-motivated, and result-driving journalist. Dayo Oyewo. So who is this Dayo Oyewo? That's the journalist who investigated this. So who employed this journalist to go and do the investigation? And who is this Dayo working for? Is it working with the legal team?
are we sure is Muiwa did not know about this? Because the way he was talking, he said if they want to query them that it's a lie, it's fake, that there's evidence to this, that they went to
Let me read it. Let me read it so that let me read it. Okay. Let me read it so that everybody can hear it once again. So I'm gonna read it. Okay. Let me read it. So, but it's a good information though, whoever that may concern. The title is U.S. Lab Denies Conducting Poison Test on Mohbad. So, the management of the National Medical Service Laboratories in Pennsylvania, United States of America, has refuted the claim by the Lagos State government that a toxicology test to ascertain the cause of the death of Singerulua Alobaike Mohbad was conducted at its facility. The claim by the NMS lab was in response to inquiries made by our correspondents who embarked on a fact-finding mission to ascertain the musician's cause of death. So I think those that went into this, fact-finding mission is a Punch correspondence. Okay, that is a Punch personnel. So let's continue from there.
Can I input one more time?
I'm still reading. But
sorry.
We're going to be quick.
Yeah, very quick. Dayo, I wanted to say who Dayo Oyewo is. Dayo Oyewo is the Punch guy that is in charge of Mohbad case when it comes to petition.
Is the one that is what?
He is, if you check it, this is not the first time he's been anchoring this. He's the one that after the legal, when they want it to publish out, Dayo will be the one that will call and do investigation. He may do it himself before he goes to legal. But Dayo is in charge of Metro.
What do you mean before he goes to legal?
Whatever investigation they do, they will go to their legal team before so that they are not.
Is it that does it or someone else that does it?
Most petitions, most investigation goes through Dayo.
No. I mean, is it Dayo that goes and do the investigation, or Dayo is responsible for the editing or the editor?
My belief is that when you write a petition, you are on the right. When you write a petition,
No, that's not what I'm saying. This one is a research, a findings, okay, which
yeah,
is
but
posted in Punch. So, and they are saying it's a Punch correspondent. That is somebody working for Punch,
yeah, exactly.
that
So
embarked on
what they
this
did,
journey.
if it's not Dayo that did the investigation, if it is not him, they will still whoever did it, they will pass it through their legal. Even if it is Dayo, the legal will see through it and send it to Dayo. I believe Dayo is in charge of. He does his own investigation too, because he has called me many times.
Okay, so I was trying to know, like, does this Dayon work with our like legal team? Like, did we
No,
instruct?
he works for Punch. Let me tell you that. I've wrote petition that is not published. He worked for Punch. Nobody is in control of him but Punch. He's a full staff of Punch.
Okay, let me continue here. So
Okay.
let me say the claim that the NMS lab was in response to inquiries made by our correspondent, who embarked on a fact-finding mission to ascertain the musician's cause of death. Before embarking on the fact-finding mission, some concerned members of the public reportedly protested against the claim by the pathologist who appeared before the coroner's court on Wednesday, May 15, and said an autopsy could not ascertain Mohbad's cause of death because his corpse had decomposed. Okay, due to a particular protest of the members of the public that that they were worried about that the fact that the Mohbad body has already decomposed, so they cannot ascertain the cause of his death. So then they embark on this journey to go and even unravel where this particular examination was even conducted in the first place. So Punch Metro had reported that. Who is this Punch Metro? Is that the Dayo? He has left. Okay. Punch Metro had reported that the counsel for the state government, O. Akinde, told the coroner's court sitting in the Ikorodu area of the state sometime in November 2023 that a toxicology test, which is an aspect of an autopsy seeking to determine the cause of Mohbad's death, was conducted in the United States. But tracing this claim, the State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, while responding to inquiries via a live telephone call with Ahmed Issa, the anchor of an Abuja-based online program, Berekete Family, sometime in February 2024, said the toxicology test was being conducted at the NMS labs in Pennsylvania, USA. The matter is being handled by the State DNA and Forensic Center, but they are doing skeletal services, and they have, which are 3. So if there is an emergency like this one that we have, they will not say they cannot handle it. So there are 3 of them in the US, and the one handling this particular one is the NMS in Pennsylvania, USA. Omotosho said this during the live program. The result of the test reportedly arrived in Nigeria sometime in April 2024 and was passed on to a pathologist for interpretation. Appearing before the coroner's court, the pathologist disclosed that the autopsy could not ascertain the cause of Mohbad's death because the corpse had decomposed. However, during the fact-finding mission, our correspondent independently verified the location of the NMS labs on 3701 West Road, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, and that of 2 NMS crime labs on Stratford Avenue, Willow Grove, Pennsylvania, and another at Grand Prairie in Texas. The single email address that these labs had been using for correspondence was also discovered on the NMS Labs website, and our correspondent sent an inquiry to confirm if toxicology tests to ascertain Mohbad's death was conducted at their facility. The inquiry read in part, I am a journalist from Punch newspaper in Nigeria, currently working on a story involving the death of Nigerian hip-hop artist Irioluwa Aloba, aka Mohbad. Okay, so I think the journalist is is working on this case, is doing his own findings, and yes, and as a result of that, embarked on this mission. So following Lagos State government active interest in the case, the State Commissioner for Information revealed that the government conducted a toxicology test on the late artist at your facility. So he's asking them, here is the link where he said so at 32:21. Now, however, conflicting reports have emerged, casting doubt on whether or not the toxicology test indeed took place at your facility. As a journalist committed to factual reporting, I am independently reaching out to your facility to verify the authenticity of this claim. Clarification on this matter will contribute significantly to resolving the discrepancies surrounding the artist's demise. To Punch Metro on May 17, the client service associate Forensic Division NMS Labs Esther Dede refuted. So that is they got a response. Okay, so Esther Dede refuted the claim by the state government that Mohbad's toxicology test was conducted at any of their laboratories. Unfortunately, we do not have a case for that patient. So for you guys that are listening to me, do you think that they can answer this journalist directly? Let's say this particular sample was taken to them. Okay, we are talking about HIPAA law here, privacy law. By privacy law, do you think that they can respond to this person? Because look, this is the response. Unfortunately, we do not have a case for that patient. Yeah.
For me, can I answer?
Do you guys? Yeah, go on. Let's start from here.
For me, my own understanding, I feel
No.
yes.
Hey, I don't want. No. Please, you don't answer. I mean, you don't come and spoil what we have been building here. Since I mean, you know where you're going. So, anybody wants to address this?
HIPAA law.
Let me answer that, Paparano. Let me quickly say something.
Go ahead.
Concerning this case, they can attend to that person. They can answer that question the way they answer it. Because now we know that Mohbad case is global. They know what is going on about this case already. And it's not that it's asking about the result. If we want to know about the result, the hyper is going to involve in this. Can this Jacob please move, please? The hyper is going to be given. But with this one, because they know the story is already global, they know about Mohbad, about his death. They just want to verify if the sample was given to them, and the way they answer it is correct.
Are you saying that if anybody right now calls them these same laboratories to verify if samples were taken to the laboratory, and you mentioned the name, just wait.
This guy is a journalist.
No. I mean, no problem. We can get many journalists to do this. Just relax. Okay, we'll try the same thing with other journalists. Let me read it again here. They say, the Client Service Associate Forensic Division NMS Labs Esther Dede refuted the claim by the state government that Mohbad's toxicology test was conducted at any of their laboratories. Unfortunately, we do not have a case for that patient. Okay, so now, I mean, it's good. If this was a response that was given to him, I mean, it means they at least gave him an information about, I mean, a confidential sample that was sent by the government to their laboratories. And we don't know whether they were supposed to keep this confidential or confidential or not. We don't have that information. But anyway, let's move on from here. Unfortunately, we do not have a case for that patient, they said. They, however, noted to maintain our compliance with HIPAA privacy regulations, we will need authorization from the submitting agency. Okay. So this is what was followed up, like that privacy informations are not going to be given, but they can, they confirm that they don't have the case of that patient, but every other information are not going to be released. So when contacted on Wednesday, the Commissioner of Information, so this journalist went as far contacting the Commissioner of Information of Lagos State, that's Gbenga Omotosho. So when contacted on Wednesday, the Commissioner for Information, Omotosho, said that was the name of the lab given to him by the State DNA and Forensic Center. Now, you want to quote Gbenga Omotosho. This was what I was told by the Lagos State DNA and Forensic Center officials who took the sample there. We are dealing with the officials of the center. They have 3 other labs that they have affiliations with. If they have an emergency, they can go to any of the 3 labs. I asked which particular one did they go to, and they answered it was that one. That means I will have to go and check again because that was what I was told. So Gbenga Omotosho responded here, telling this Punch worker that this was a name that he's a Minister of Information, okay, he's a spokesperson, like a PR, a rep of the Lagos State governor. So, and when the journalist contacted him, so he gave this response that was a name that the pathologist of Lagos State gave to him. So, but he will go and check again. Because so far, that was what they told him, that they took this there to go and investigate. Then what follows, Mohbad died at the age of 27 September 2023. This one is just like a brief again. Then he's there, whatever. Anyway, we have Dayo Oyewoye. So I don't know. Okay. So this is the end of it briefly. Maybe we should, I think, get to Dayo Oyewo. Since he's writing on this, he's in a journey trying to unravel some things for himself. But this is a great put out, by this journalist. I hope that we find this information relaxing, we find it a warm one, and we are able to work with this. Okay, we are able to work with this. So what do you guys think?
You've said it. We work with it. Appreciate the efforts that they've done.
That is the journalist. You appreciate the effort of this journalist, Dayo Oyewo.
Muyiwa will still come and tell you later. And appreciate Muyiwa. He also went.
No. Let Muyiwa come up and tell me his connection to this. Until then, I don't know what Muyiwa is doing here now. Don't drag Muyiwa. Let Muyiwa be, please.
Okay, I will not drag him. I'm only just saying what I heard over there. But it's fine.
Yes, he can speak for himself. He was here now. I don't know why he left.
Okay. No, maybe you will invite him now.
We don't know. Maybe
oh, please now.
The journalist is for the Justice for Mohbad, or is working for the for Punch.
You see, bring evidence to something. You see, I don't know why some of you guys, right? Let me tell you something. That's why sometimes, right? You guys go elsewhere, you don't ask questions. You only have mouths to speak sometimes when you guys come here. Yeah, we are fact finders here. We like to get things to the core so that we can be free when we are expressing things. Like now, imagine if somebody have spoken to you, then you didn't ask for evidence, you didn't ask for anything. You don't even know, how you can defend that person. So the person still need to come here. But if the person come here right now, me, I know the way we ask the person, and when the person leave, I will show you his evidence. The person don't need to come here again. Okay, you guys will be fed with good information, which you'll be fine and relax. But now you hear
I'm
him.
trying to ask you. maybe the guy mentioned the name mentioned, maybe he's working for Justice for Mohbad or is working for Punch. That's what I'm asking. Maybe
not you. I'm not talking to you, Owoni Koko.
The media house
I'm talking to Nay.
assigns a journalist to a
Wait,
case.
how do I answer whenever I want to talk? Somebody's talking over my voice. I don't know how to do it. I would want to hear what you're saying. I cannot be talking, you're talking at the same time. Anytime I want to talk, somebody's talking or three people are talking, and I don't know. That's why I mute. I just
Please give us the evidence that was given to you by Muyiwa that he employed this person to go do this. Go on.
Hold on. And you asked the question, right? You were even saying I should come up. That what I was typing, what I heard while I stumbled, and everybody took the words off me. I'm telling you what I heard, which Muyiwa said was that according to him, right? Somebody they've investigated while they were checking. They said twice that they got the results. They found out that the results wasn't okay. He went there. You understand? To check.
Who went there?
And someone Muyiwa himself said he went there.
Wait, don't rush now. Relax now. Don't rush things. Who went there? Muyiwa himself.
But somebody else can stop me from talking. You said what?
I said Muyiwa himself went there, or who went there?
Yeah, it's more like he went. Like he claimed. He said that he went there. That's to the lab. And he now said he even has. They have.
Sorry, please, I'm not getting you. We know we have Dayo Oyewo, who is the journalist here. Is it the journalist that went there or Muyiwa? Who went there?
He said, what he said was, what I heard him saying, yeah? And I can summarize, because I'm not going to say it word for word. Everybody always summarize what they hear, right? What I can summarize is, he was saying from the Punch, what Punch brought out was real, because he had found out that twice the results, they claimed that it wasn't there. So he went there, you understand, assuring that, indeed.
Wait. Him, Muyiwa. Wait now. Him, Muyiwa went there to the lab to verify.
Muyiwa said, please pay attention. Muyiwa said he went there.
Who went there? Who?
Muyiwa.
Okay, Muyiwa is saying that he went to the lab, right?
Yes, that's after the 2 times that he had found out that he had gotten information that this stuff wasn't sent there. So he went there, and he said they even have evidence, like even these the lab people wrote something against it, like a disclaimer. So they have evidence. You understand? It's not something that they'll go to the internet and be posting everywhere. You understand?
Wait. If Muyiwa went there and he has evidence, when did he have that evidence, and what steps have they taken towards that evidence?
So to answer that question, Muyiwa that response. And the reason why I said so is because I wasn't up on the speaker stuff. I heard it, and he has proper answers for that.
Listen, just relax. For me, all of these games that they are playing, it doesn't go well with me. Again, I will continue to dig down in my asking, in my questioning. Now, this is what we expect to be done. We have, he said he went there twice. He never bring any information to us.
Just don't misquote me. You're misquoting me.
Wait now. As early as January, okay, we have Susan, who came at the time, saying that they have checked all the centers in the US and there was no such thing. Nothing was sent to America, okay, as early as January. All of them criticized this lady. Even Berekete himself criticized this lady. Okay, so now after we have waited for 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 14 weeks, okay, so now they are now coming to tell us that they too have gone to verify what somebody has verified January, and it is true that nothing was sent there. Now, when he went to verify, and he is a legal team, why didn't he publish it? This person in Punch now went to verify, and this person published it. So he is now coming to take credit for someone else's work. I don't understand. His own is underground. Why this person own is visible for all of us to see and to read.
Also, Papa Rene.
Hold on, please. Please. Can I quickly jump in something? Yeah?
Go on.
Go out and post there. Where he might have even given the go ahead with Punch. First of all, hold on.
Did this person write that they gave him go ahead? Let me read it for you again. Wait.
He wants to write it word
No,
for
no, no,
word.
no, no.
This
It
is
doesn't. No. Wait.
Papariano.
No, you wait.
Hold
Let
on,
me.
I need to
Hear
understand.
this. Interpret this for me. Let me start. The management of National Medical Service Laboratories in Pennsylvania, United States of America, has refuted the claim by the Lagos State government that the toxicology test was to ascertain the cause of death of singer Mohbad was conducted at facility. The claim by the NMS labs was in response to inquiries made by our correspondent. Okay.
Pause, please. You said inquiries. Use that word, inquiries.
Yes.
When you're inquiring about someone, you don't.
Please. No, listen. The claim by the NMS labs in response to inquiries made by our correspondent who embarked on a fact-finding mission to ascertain the musician's cause of death. So Punch sent an investigator who is working with them to go and confirm this information. And let me read further. Listen. Before embarking on the fact-finding mission, some concerned members of the public reportedly protested against the claim. Okay, the claim made by a pathologist who appeared before the coroner's court on Wednesday, May 15, and said an autopsy could not ascertain Mohbad's cause of death because his corpse had decomposed. Now, who are these members of the public who reportedly protest against the result that the pathologist gave to us? Do you know them?
I would state the internet and even the family could have done that to Punch privately. And I want to ask you a question. Yes. Hold on, because we all saw the protest now. Even the women self complained. Protest must not be until you hold a plank. Even the women wrote to Sahara debunking that stuff. So it's all everybody were complaining and ranting.
But to me, I think that's a legal team.
Hold on.
Of Justice for Mohbad.
Hold on. Jeez.
On I go clear. That's
Question, Papariano. I just want to ask you one question. Do you want them to come out with the name of the private investigator? Because the way you're sounding is like you want the private investigator.
No, see what I'm expecting here. Okay, we have a legal team. Same way our legal team have been using Punch all of this while to give us information that, okay, DNA was conducted, okay, this one was done. They can also, come and tell us, okay, that we have conducted our investigation and we have found out that the Pennsylvania, whatever stuff, was a fallacy. Okay, that is the credit goes to them. They did the findings and they are publishing to the whole world to come and see injustice happening here to us. Okay, but they don't find anything and they don't talk about it. Now we have a Punch correspondent who embarked in the journey, who traveled down to America there, who went to do these particular findings. And now you all say you are giving glory to them, that they are the member of the public that told Punch to go and do it. Do you just tell Punch to go and do something? Do you? You have to pay Punch, you have to take the credit for it.
Papa Reoni, can I come in, please?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the angle of the Punch being sent, that's just throw that out of the window, because every media house would attach an investigator.
Why this lady saying that they sent Punch to go and do it?
My point is, at what point did Muyiwa go to verify and realize that the information given was a lie? Now, if after they confirmed it the second time, why didn't they tell the public? Or immediately after the results were given at the coroner's inquest, why didn't they come out and produce this information immediately? Why did we have to wait 2 more weeks? If they already knew that that lab did not have Mohbad's specimen. So why did we have to wait this long? Because, and that's the same thing we're talking, they're always reacting after the fact.
Now you see, yeah, you did the statement. The claim by the NMS Labs was in response to inquiries made by our correspondent, Sion, that is their correspondent, who embarked on a fact-finding mission to ascertain musician's cause of death. So in this mission, like, who was this person who embarked in this journey? I think the person's identity is not mentioned, but that's a Punch correspondent. Okay, so what we are saying is this: like, are we scared? Do we have legal teams who are capable to do their job, or they're not capable? Because I don't understand all of this. You have an information, you don't use it. I mean, you cannot post it to us, but you keep it privately. You say you told some people underground, some people knew about it. They were expecting it. I don't understand what's going on.
When the Minister of Information saying that this is what they told me, how come they're constantly passing the buck? They gave us 10 weeks. Once there's been a submission of the samples, there has to be a confirmation of receipt, a confirmation of acceptance, then updates about the process being done, and then a confirmation of the date on which the samples will be returned. So who's been having all of this information? Because at some point he should have known. So denying to say that this is what they told me, which is like saying that's what they told me, so I don't know if he went to Pennsylvania or not. That's rubbish.
I don't know whether this is by force. Muyiwa, they are telling you to stop. I mean, to drop this case. Let the public handle the case. It's not about me. I don't want to take over. I want capable people from the public to take over.
Papariano, I want you to explain. Hold on, please. I want you to explain something to me, right? Please.
Yes.
Right? I want you to explain something to me. The Punch newspaper states that under the investigation, they got a result, and they said the results that we read is fake. Or the person said he asked if someone's name was sent, like if Mohbad's details or his stuff was sent to their place. If somebody is making an inquiry, it's just like you. I gave an instance in the comment section. You're looking for maybe a family member. You can go to any hotel, but hotel shouldn't even give you room number of who is who. They can go. I'm using that as an example because I think that one can help every layman to understand where I'm going to. You go to the hotel, you're asking, I'm looking for Papariano. Papariano is not here. Papariano is not here. Someone who has a Papariano will say, give me Papariano's surname. And if it's the right name, will say, call the person. You understand? That's now going deeper, more than that information. It's not less like going around and finding out, was this thing sent? If we're told that this information or this stuff, you're the one handling this document, and you send so results.
Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. When you, as a Punch, you want to go out and inquire about something, who do you go to? Do you go, let me say, for example, you want to go and ascertain whether, let me say you as a Punch, you want to go and know whether Mohbad sample was sent to NMS, okay? Where is the best place that you will go and make your inquiry? You will go to NMS or you will go to Mohbad family? You as Punch, where will you go?
I'll go to both.
You will go to Mohbad family to ask whether government. Wait, listen. You will go to Mohbad family. Don't forget what you want to inquire about is whether government sent sample to NMS, Pennsylvania, America. So you now as Punch, who you will go and ask that information and you think will give you the accurate information is Mohbad family.
I said both. I told you the person that will give me the real.
Just wait. Let's say, for example, Mohbad family give you information. Okay, so you as Punch, you will come and post that in your newspaper that is true. That truly, let me say you went to Mohbad family, either Muyiwa or Mohbad. Okay, you didn't go to the NMS by yourself. All right, and they said from their findings, this is what they know. Okay, so you as Punch, you will come and conclude on that was your findings in your mission to go and know whether NMS did it, whether they sent, whether the government sent something to NMS.
Hold on, madam, please. Can I tell you why I said? Because you pick only the Baba Mohbad side, but you're not picking the part where I said I will still go to the lab, right?
No. I want to tell you that. No, I'm just saying it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. If I want to inquire, if I am an organization, no, it's not. It's irrelevant. If I am an organization, I want to check whether government, okay, sent sample to NMS lab, okay. I am going to send my investigators to go straight to that lab, and whatever information they gave to me is authentic.
Hold on, you know what I said? Hold on, let me tell you what I said.
I'm not going to go meet the family.
The family as well, right? I said I will check both. When you're doing a proper investigation, everyone shouldn't even know who you're using.
When you are investigating, investigate those who knows about it now. Does family knows about this? What are you saying? Does family knows about this? Are they the lab?
They will not disclose.
Can I finish? Excuse me, please. Can I finish?
Yeah, you see what I'm misunderstanding. Was the wait, get the thing. Who was the sample? Who was the sample sent to? Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. The Lagos State government. The Lagos State government sent the sample to who? The family or NMS? Where did they send it to?
Can you hold on?
Answer that question. Answer the question. Where did the Lagos State government sent the sample to? Where did the Lagos State government sent? No, just answer that. I mean, to be sure that you are in the same chapter with me, because maybe you don't even know. Where did the Lagos State government sent?
I don't know.
Where did the Lagos State? No, wait. Where did the Lagos State government send Mohbad sample to?
According to them, they sent
to America.
In America, and I read it. And
if anybody want to investigate where government send Mohbad sample to, where will they go and investigate? The family?
And you need to listen to me. Don't shut me. You ask me a question.
Good evening.
Excuse me. Let me finish. You guys are just trying to push me.
I don't know what she's arguing about.
Stop. You asked me. Hold on, madam. Let me talk.
No, you hold on.
Talking over my voice now. What's all this
information?
Let's have a decorum here.
There are disclosure agreements, and they will not release the information to the family. Okay, and the government, if I make a phone call, regardless of whether I'm a journalist or not, and ask for Mohbad, what makes you think that the sample was sent under Mohbad's name? This is highly confidential.
Hello.
What are people saying? Please, how did they know that the Prince of UK had the cancer? Was the news not out before the family released it? And then now that they talk with this thing,
You're getting too emotional.
I beg. We have what they call paparazzi people.
Supposed to know that Mohbad sample was sent there.
Ask me a question. Let me answer. Don't shush me up. You asked me a question. Let me answer why I said the truth. You don't shush me. Don't stop talking over voice. Let's have a decorum. I beg.
Calm down. Calm down.
You're talking over my voice. Let me talk. What's that? Doesn't make sense. You asked me a question, and I said I'll check the both. But you want to shush me up from giving my point why I said the both. I can say the both. The government have released their results. Everybody doubted it. I will go to the family, investigate. Have they gotten their copy? I need a copy to be sure. I need to work with the copy the government gave them. Do you understand me?
But then
I also, excuse me, please.
Hello, good evening.
Then I also make my own, excuse me, please. Then I also do my own investigation. I don't need to go tell you. These are the people I'm going to use for my investigation. You understand? First of all, everybody here are all screaming. It's a private investigation. Anyhow I want to do it. It could be that I even have a relative who is working in that company as a silent person and will give me information that I shouldn't be leaked out.
That person will be fired. You can't do that. It's not Nigeria.
Excuse me. When I start under the course, definitely you are going to show your certification. This is what you go by the law. That, okay, yeah, I'm an investigative journalist. I want to go check this person's case. We have a case on board and everything. I'm only asking a question. Was this person's stuff sent to your place? First, that's the number one. Before I'll now say, okay, I'm going to now write a letter to the US governor to please talk to the health, blah, 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 HIPAA, blah, 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 that I need a result from them to compare with the result we have. They are two different things. You people are just hammering as if no, they asked for.
You are not understanding. These persons,
Hello.
they mentioned the name of the, they
Hello,
mentioned the name of the
Can I
person,
please
Esther Dede.
add to that, please?
They mentioned the name of the person working there, which is Esther Dede. That's who they asked. They didn't say they asked the family. They went to ask someone who's working there directly in the lab.
And now I'm telling you that someone went there to still check. Why would you doubt the person? You're not in the US.
What do you mean now? People have been checking since January. Now, what does that have to do?
What if you went with the
What does that have to do? That was, okay, I went there to check yesterday. Now, what does that have to do? I went there to check me myself.
Went with the investigative journalist. They might have gone with the investigative journalist the second time.
Hello, Papariano.
Listen, to check something. Sharp.
Papariano, please. Can I quick add to this, please? Papariano.
Molly,
I hear you.
Can you wait, please?
Papariano.
Quick answer. Papariano.
Molly, can you wait, please?
Good evening. Good evening, Papariano.
Can you wait, please, Kule, please?
All right, I will.
Nehi Molly, have you ever worked in the US before? Can you please unmute and answer? Have you ever worked in the US before?
Answer you. No, and that doesn't matter because I've heard someone who has worked in the US answer.
You have never worked in the USA. The fact
Please,
that you said that
everyone, Auntie.
Kule, can you please wait?
No. The question you're asking is irrelevant. Let's people talk.
Because she made a comment.
No. You don't need to be defensive. He has made a claim. Then calm down for others to ask questions.
I've been waiting.
I don't need to work in US before I know what is.
What has she working at?
Everyone, let's hear Kunle said that we're going to come back to his
Yeah.
Believe me,
All
we're
right.
going to do the space. So thank you, everyone.
You see all these women, sir. Good evening, everyone. Papariano, I really respect your point of view and all your submission. I do come online, but on this very issue, it could go two ways. And the lady that was talking about, they are not, they can't release confidential matter to you. You are right. You're absolutely right. But there are some cases that are of high profile, and especially if there is investigative journalist is involved and the case is also worldwide, there has to be a discretion in terms of giving information. Go and read about this very well. There has to be some discretion in giving information. It's just about you going to, maybe someone is having a baby at an hospital. If you want to come there as a visitor, they will ask you, who are you looking for? Mrs. So. Is she at this ward? They will tell you, okay, let's check the register. They check. They will say, yes. Can I see the person? Who are you to the person? If you say you are not a member of the family, they will not allow you in. If you say you are a member of the family, they will ask you to sit down and they will go and see the person. That social person is waiting for you. Do you want to see the person or not? So that's just a scenario I've created. But the other way from the report Papariano was that he read out, he said someone at the Pennsylvania lab, and I think they mentioned the person's name that gave them the information. It's possible, we Nigerians, we are everywhere. Don't ever think these things that the Lagos State government said, we did so thing.
Can we just dissect this?
We can, but let me learn.
No, I mean, you are punching, you are going somewhere, some place that we don't know so that we don't miss it.
Okay.
But, if we ask questions and you answer it, then you are good to fly. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what we are saying is this, right? Let's say the Nigerian government sent a sample of your son, like for toxicology. That is a government in a criminal case investigation.
It will not be my son, please.
Let's say, okay, this Nigerian time, come on, forget this.
Okay.
Now, send a sample of a relative. Okay, let's say a relative or your cousin or a relative.
Okay, my mama don't die. Just say my mama.
A relative. Just say a relative. Okay, a relative. Okay.
All right.
Exactly. So now to the USA for examinations. So now we're saying that after the government have sent this sample to whatever labs that they have deal with, okay,
to
Yeah.
help them conduct examination on that particular sample. Are you saying that a member of that family can go have access to informations around what the government sent to that lab? Is that what you're saying?
I will say yes and I will say no. One,
Yes, please
as
go.
far as hold on, as far as you're a member of the family, you can have to. They will give you some restricted information. Code that word. Put that word in codes. Restricted. You are just making a fact check to
No,
say,
absolutely
was
not.
this the lab that they brought this thing to?
Absolutely
They will tell you
not. It's
yes, and
sealed.
that is where it stops.
No.
But the results, they won't give it to you.
Paparioni, that sample is sealed.
No, we are not talking about sample. We are not talking about the result of the
We are talking
sample.
about the
We
name,
are
like-
talking about, is
like
this
the-
the place they administer the
information.
sample? That is all.
Listen,
That's a restricted
This
information.
thing can work two ways, okay? If the investigative journalist went there with the right documentation to give him access, because anyone could come off the street and say, I'm an investigative journalist. If he went there with the proper documents, which is either a court order or something, then yes, they will give him at least some information to say, yes, this
Yes.
is the lab. Okay? So
Right.
if they are denying it and they said no to him, that could be because he didn't have the right documentation.
You are right. You are right. But let's look at it in this way again. You know. I'm sure if you're in the States, that in Britain there's this a program they call Panorama.
Yeah.
They go into sophisticated cases, findings, and all that. So from all this information that these people getting access to, would you tell me they've been granted some information, maybe some legal document before they could get some of this information?
Yes,
You
they
see
will
that you are
definitely.
undermining what the problem here is. You're undermining the power of journalism, and that is
There's
one
so
thing
much
I want you to
background work.
understand.
There's so much background work that you see the things.
There might be. There might be. I'm not disputing
See
that.
what we are saying, Kunle, we don't have issue. The investigative journalist that went, okay, that embarked on this journey, according to him, he was coming from Punch, okay, and so the reason why he embarked on this journey was because people, the members of the public, protested about the fact that a pathology couldn't ascertain the cause of Mohbad's death. So they embarked on this fact-finding mission to go see whether this particular sample in the first place was sent to this so-called NMS.
Yeah.
And when they contacted a worker there, okay, the response to them, they quoted the name of the person, Esther Dede, okay, and the person disclaimed that knows that such patient sample was never brought to their facility. Okay. So now what got me curious is this, like what got my curiosity is this. The person who went there, okay, when they did what they're supposed to do, then came and then put it out on Punch for everybody to say and for everybody to access it and use it. All right. So now my question is this: let's say you are Punch and you find out information of whether that is a credible information.
Okay.
Of whether Mohbad sample was sent to the lab by Lagos State government, and you want it to be as credible as much as possible, where would you go to confirm, to make the inquiry?
Obviously, it is the lab. There is no other way you could go to confirm the.
You have to go to the lab, right? Exactly. So what we are saying here is that this person who has gone to the lab to make this inquiry, and the person rightfully said it, that he is working on a document, on a story, trying to make documentary.
A documentary, yeah.
Exactly. And he's embarked on this journey and went to do this. So what we have here is behind bar saying that I went there twice. Okay. Just here we hear I went there twice, and I know about it. So I know about it that this person will be publishing it too.
I'm going to correct you there. Nobody said, I never said
Papariano.
twice. Don't twist it. That was not what I said. He confirmed. Some persons went there twice. He went there. They checked it and it was said that twice that result wasn't correct. He went there once. I didn't say he said twice. Please. Let's not.
Now, some persons went there. Now, this person that went there that will never hear anything from.
Went there. That person sent a mail or whatever. I don't know. He said,
just wait. Don't raise emotion. So let me say somebody went there once, okay, and confirm for himself and keep it in his own, keep it to himself. And another person went there and come back and posted it and told us the person that he inquired from. Who do we say is giving us the information now?
Are you answering me up that because this what's
I'm asking, sorry.
The tension is high. You have to take it easy, Kunle. The tension is high.
I know, but these women, they need to calm down and not choke you.
That's why it's
making my temperature high.
That's what they've been doing to me. They are trying to make
Papariano, let me add a submission to what the scenario you created now. You see, in journalism, there are many
women. Kunle, stop it. Stop being.
I'm sorry. I'm absolutely sorry. My bad. I'm absolutely sorry. I'm absolutely sorry.
Let's not go that way, please, everyone. Let's not go that way.
Sorry. You see, in journalism, there used to be this conflict of interest sometimes in journalism, because if they have a case at hand, there might be some 2 or 3 affiliates that they are requesting for the same things, but whoever that got the answer first or they got it at the same time, it depends on whoever published it first that will be claiming the glory, saying, "Oh, we're the one that went through it." It could be possible.
That's very quick, short one. And as a matter of fact, somebody has already gone there since January 24th of this year. The first person to go and say it. Okay, the person will come out and say no samples was taken anywhere at all.
Well, but no one gave that person that chance to. I mean, no one took it serious.
You had it right. You were there. You followed Berekete at the time.
I think I've heard something like that, but no one. You know the reason? The reason no one took it serious.
Criticize it.
You know the reason? The reason being that the Lagos State has given the public the dates that everyone needs to be patient. But if you start claiming that you've been there, they didn't send in there, it will still look incredible.
No. Kunle, see what we are saying here. If Muyiwa know that he was active in this case, since January, somebody went to confirm it and said nothing was sent. And then later, government said we should wait for 12 weeks. Why are you waiting blindly? Why can't you go and check?
Well, I will base that on their own Baba Mohbad's team lapses.
Go and check.
They were too sluggish. They were too sluggish.
Yeah, it is not that somebody went to post it that he went to check.
Papariano, there has been so many times you've been mentioning this thing, and in fact, there was a day I was even having an argument with my missus here, like, because she wasn't having it that you were just being too forward or anything. I said no. They are meant to do the right thing. As they are running their own race, create your own track. All these things shouldn't cut them at this point. They should have put their own thing forward as well to say, we want to have our own private autopsy. We want to have our own private pathologies. We want to have our own private thing. Let everything go hand in hand. It's not only Pennsylvania. There is only lab in the world that they do autopsy. There are thousands. So you to go your own route and let government go their own route. Then you guys meet at the same time. Possibly.
People don't understand. This is another way to explain.
They don't understand.
Yeah.
I think what they were doing then, You know what, Papariano, let me add this to it. I think Berekete played some game there as well in terms of slowing them down, because he was saying it emphatically then that we should try to trust them. And obviously, that man has no one to run to other than the public. And if he sees someone that has a edge, and if they take him to be someone that they could relate to, or that maybe the government could listen to, he will try to lean on that person's cliff to say, oh, maybe let me stay here and see what this man have said to me. Let me exercise patience and see what comes out of it. But they don't realize that this thing that they are doing, they don't play it that way. It's fast and furious. You don't play it that way. You have to play your own track, create your own game plan, and let government to create their own track. You understand? So the way the whole thing looks now is becoming so messy, and we have to wait.
I would have preferred, okay, for them to even say that. It would have given us more credit and makes us more important. As big as our group is, we cannot go and find out on something very simple that somebody has already found out since January.
Yeah, okay? I understand. It's a big of a slap.
Our group cannot.
Yeah, it's a big slap. But,
they can come and tell us that.
You know the whole thing.
We checked it. We kept it on the ground.
Kule, can you just wait? Let me just make a submission and drop.
But I'm still talking.
No, but you interrupted me.
Don't worry. Kule, let us speak and drop. She wants to go down so that you have more time to speak.
Okay.
Okay, go on, speak, everyone.
I think we're jumping the gun and we're getting too excited, okay? Because if truly someone denies